Hello Aquarius, welcome to your November reading for the rest of the month of November. We're going to go ahead and pull two cards from our autumn deck to get this reading started for you. We have Ancestor. We also have the card Disguise. Interesting. Let's go ahead and pull some tea leaves to get more clarification on these cards. For Ancestor, have some of you been dreaming about your ancestry? We did just pass the Day of the Dead recently. Did some of you have any kind of messages, or also during Halloween while the veil is thin? I would kind of look into that. Any messages for the month of November from an ancestor or a dream you had, kind of reflecting on that a little bit. We're also getting basket, recognition, reward for merit. A dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with a dark complexion or hair. Is this for some of you dealings with a woman or a disguise that you might be taking on? I see something with dye. I did dye my hair today. I don't know if that message is meant for some of you in Aquarius. Dyeing your hair, something dark, kind of going with the autumn theme for your hair or hairstyle or your autumn style, possibly colors, trends. I see a couple messages. I see dreams, something having to do with dreams, something having to do with dark-haired women, or even dyeing your hair or something having to do with your own hair. Just things like that. So I see just changes within your appearance or disguise, and possibly even a glow up, something that leads to a glow up, something that leads to possibly a new you, a new manifestation, a new gosh, I can't find the word, kind of getting into this new persona where you start manifesting things differently. So if you're wanting this certain job, having to really live as if is the message I'm getting. So changing things up to where you're starting to live as if you have the thing, to where you can finally attract the thing. So we have a money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. So is that having to do with a disguise, possibly even embracing your ancestry, embracing people from the past, embracing like a look? I'm seeing a look change or a persona change or even a voice change, just several little pieces of a whole disguise, a whole getup, which kind of snowballs into leading you into something else, leading you into obtaining something through this new thing, this new look. We have the casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So something being buried, some old you having to be buried. I'm seeing this has to do with you having to bury an old you. So if you're feeling down or anything, I'm seeing that things are going to pick up a lot in the month of November. Things are going to change up. I see some of you might have been down yourself. You don't have the energy to get ready in the morning. You don't have the energy to put in effort. And that's all fine for the moment. I've seen just things are going to transition. Maybe even a message or just an idea from the past, just an idea from your ancestry. It's going to transition. Things will transition you into something that possibly might even lead into some money, something that an old you might have to be buried to kind of get to the new you, new money. We have rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. And last, we have boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. And I see this with appearances. I'm not sure if that message is for a lot of you, but I see this having to do with appearances, having to do with something physical, something that you can see in the mirror, something that you can see back in the picture. So I see this definitely having to do with a change in appearances. We have an engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Is this something around the month of the weeks of November, the week of possibly Thanksgiving, just things like that, possibly an engagement happening or some sort of commitment, some commitment that makes you satisfied, something that you've been wanting, something that you've been desiring, needing, something coming into fruition. And it also has to do with this change, this look and change, and an old you dying. Like, do some of you kind of had to call it quits for somebody to make the move, or just things like that? Oh, we have the Six of Cups, which this has to do a lot with family and past relationships, childhood, just kindred spirits, kindred just feelings and things like that. With the Thanksgiving coming and the holidays coming, I see this possibly even you changing, you thinking of something that you've been wanting, needing from somebody. So if that has to do with changing your appearance, changing part of you and obtaining an engagement, and obtaining this more like family life, I see this very sweet and romantic, very kindred spirit, just very kind, just somebody, how he's bringing her flowers, just something sweet and innocent and kind, and no games attached. I see this very beautiful for you. I feel your fear by doing a demand in the relationship or change up. Somehow we're going into a relationship. I see a fear is being left out in the dark, is being left alone, is somebody not stepping up for some of you. So I'm seeing that you kind of want to rock the boat a little bit, but you're afraid that somebody might not really catch on to it or step up to the desires, the needs. But overall, I see that they have the ability to change. They have the ability not necessarily to change, but to really step up. It's in them, it's in their nature, it's in their bloodline. They can do this change up. I feel the concentration will possibly have to go into yourself at first, not necessarily having to push them, but having to push yourself into a new persona, kind of like with this disguise card. Just a change up within you really starts to fire, really kind of ignites some kind of desire within them. For our second row. Ooh, okay. So I definitely see a spark coming in for a lot of you, dear Aquarius. I see a spark and a change up for the month of November, possibly just kind of catching up to those resolutions, just something that you possibly wanted, and a lot of doors opening with this change up. So if this is a change in your attire, in your looks, in your whole glow up, and even something, it's silly, but I'm hearing something change even in the way you do your makeup. Like, let's say you start applying eyeliner, just like a tweak really changes everything. Like, it changes your whole personality in a sense, not to the core, but just the way you approach people, the way you get up in the morning, just the way you start behaving in a certain way. It really changes everything. It really kind of puts fire in people, a spark in people. So I really see you're going to spark people. Even that friend that's kind of lazy per se, she's really gonna get something out of you doing these changes. So really, you're going to motivate a lot of people, not just the person that you're possibly trying to get a commitment from, but just the people around you. I'm seeing this relaxed energy because I feel like when you do something, you do everything that you can to obtain it, to have it. You just do everything, so you're always at peace. With the Four of Swords, I see this very peaceful moment in the month of November. Like, you did everything, you put it all on the line, you gave it your all, you did all your goals, and you're just ready to receive what's to come of that. And if it's not that particular person that you're with now, it's just somebody that you attract that has the mindset for engagement, for status, for longevity of relationships, just things like that. For our final card, we have the Two of Wands. The two is always about a choice. So possibly a choice might be presented to you because you're going to, maybe for some of you, have this glow up, have this change in your physical. I see this physically. I see a change in your physical where you have a choice, possibly more choices even show up for you. So I see this kind of transitioning, that even building up like a roster of dating, or building up some kind of roster of friendships, dating, jobs. Just a lot of choices are going to come about with this new kind of disguise, this new persona, this new style, this new way of living. Even if it's, we have a very jumpy card that wanted to come out. Even the way you kind of want to change things up. So the one that really wanted to jump out was the Six of Wands. What is this card trying to tell us? I see you're always going forward. So for the month of November, if you feel like things are not where you want them to be, where you wanted them to be by this time of year, or just the goal that you had, I see things are always moving forward. So I have the message, keep doing what you're doing. You're going to be at peace with this Four of Swords. It's going to be peaceful because you did everything you could, and whoever wants to catch on will catch on. I see just always looking forward mindset is the message I'm getting. We also have Temperance. So Temperance to me is about alchemizing, making things nice, making things right, a change up possibly, just different, definitely different things for you. You're going to have the energy of mixing things, of creating things, of creating a lot out of a little bit. So if you're having, I have like weird examples coming at me, like just even kind of going shopping with $5 to your name, and you create just really beautiful peaceful look for yourself, or something that really just does a whole change up. So you're going to be kind of one of those stories for November where I see a whole change up out of something really small or that you felt was insignificant, like even a book you were given that you finally picked up and read, and it just gave you the absolute download and messages. So your overall reading I'm getting, just really look out for the messages, really look out for the downloads, really look out for something that's trying to talk to you. Even with this reading, we have dance. Allow yourself some fun each day, just as the sun dances with the moon each night. And we did have the moon, so I'm definitely getting the message that you should get out there, dance, do what you want to do, be seen. Be seen for the month of November. If it's darker, quicker in your city, like many cities, just make sure you go out and be seen, dance a little bit, and just overall messages of getting out there, putting yourself out there. And then this new persona. I see disguise, but it's like a persona, and I see like changing a hairstyle for some of you even. We have roar, which is strange that I just saw this, but we have hun, will. Let me know if you guys see anything that I cannot see. I'm gonna go ahead and get your numbers. Let's see what we got. We have the number 6. Going to read off of your angel book. So for the number 6, we have a material world. Only love lasts internally. You're paying too much attention to superficial. Oftentimes you can forget the depth of what you are doing in life by focusing on the material world's distractions. Your angels guide you to focus on the intangible you have in your life, love, friendship, character, qualities of self, and to give them a moment of appreciation. Interesting. We're going to go ahead and end the reading with a pendulum reading. Ask your yes or no question. Go ahead and pause the video if you need more time. If you're back, welcome Aquarius. Yes or no for our dear Aquarius? We have a yes. So with that, Aquarius, this concludes our reading. Come see me at thehouseoftarot.etsy.com. I do offer readings ranging from $1 all the way to $45, so take your pick. See me throughout the month of some pick a card readings and hang out with your tarot reader. We're going to go over some tarot cards for the month of December. And with that, I see you guys. Bye-bye.